Hello and welcome to Views from the Veranda. Well, look, I thought I'd look at house values across Australia and more particularly in terms of the Sydney market. So what we found, in fact, overall, leading up to the end of October, there's been something like a 3% growth in property values across Australia, and that's been driven by a couple of key markets and a couple of capital cities. As far as the Sydney market is concerned, it's been a 0.1% decrease in home values. So there's a slowing down happening, and that's been driven more towards the top end of the market. Where we've seen something like a 3% decrease in values of those sorts of properties. At the lower end, there still seems to be growth, and there's some explanation behind that. Driven by the fact that there's been less borrowing capacity, and also the fact that housing affordability is coming into play, and there seem to be more first-home buyers still coming in the market and investors. That's been targeting the lower end of the market, and that's what's been keeping prices high on that side of the equation. So in addition to that, we're starting to see a slower growth in home values, accompanied by a rise in the number of advertised listings. So there's more property coming on the market, something like a 12.7% increase compared to the period last year. So more property on the market, more stock, more supply, lower demand, that will have an effect on prices as well. So alongside the rise in the advertised stock levels, there's also been a number of home sales are starting to reduce, so less properties are being sold. So that's also driven by the fact of housing affordability, and interest rates are starting to come into play. So what's interesting about it is looking at the average value of properties across the different states. So Sydney is by far the highest in terms of having an average value of close to 1.2 million as an average price of a property in the city market. Coincidentally, Melbourne has dropped down quite a lot. The next state, in fact, is Brisbane at 883,000, followed by Adelaide, would you believe, at 808, and then Perth at 804,000. There's been incredible growth in Perth, but there's been something like a 22% increase in property values in Perth. So look, it is driven across Australia, but the Sydney market is the one that we're most interested in, and I'd like to know more about your own property, your own area. If you're looking to buy into it or sell into it, contact us, message us. We're here to give you the best advice the Shire can provide. But until next time, take care and look after each other. Thank you.